Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Sage One. This is going to be our Season 8 gameplay review. Just a quick note that our guide on how to counter turtling is going to be delayed until early next week. On this gameplay review, though, joining me is our writer, Kai. How you doing?
Not too bad, Daniel. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazingly. And Season 8 has been introduced with so many new things. The top right part of the map is totally reworked. Whaling, Risky, both gone and replaced with a volcano. Not only has the map switched up, but so many little features have been added. I am so excited to get into this one.
Yeah, me too, Daniel. A whole bunch of new mechanics and new items too. We have the cannons, we have the new vents that you can fly up and redeploy off of. We have a whole bunch of new pirate forts around the map, so we wanted to release this gameplay review as soon as possible so you guys can kind of see what a real game in Season 8 looks like or can look like. In the review, we're going to kind of discuss some of the plays I make, discuss some of the decisions that I make, and even look at some of the bad plays and some of the bad things that I could have done better or could have improved on, and eventually see how this game plays out and how I end up closing out the win. So
All right.
let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get right into it. The first decision that you make is to land blacktops inside of retail. Why is that?
Yeah, it's a pretty standard drop for me. I don't know. Again, I think everybody has their comfortable drops. I like blacktops. I like retail row. Usually get into a few fights early. So really quick here, I'm checking to see if anybody else is landing near me. Then I'm going to go ahead and land on this water tower. I do see that shotgun, so I'm waiting for somebody to land on it, which get myself a free kill here, which I can almost close out. I almost close out right away, but end up dropping down and finishing that up.
Yeah, that's one thing that you can definitely apply to your own gameplay if you're just watching this, is that before you drop, look around, see if there's any like high stakes loot around, and maybe just prepare yourself just to see if anybody is going to go for that, right?
Yeah, it's kind of similar when you're gliding down from your drop, when you look around to see how many other people are in the sky, what direction they're going in generally. It's similar to that. You want all the information you can get, and with the new health on kill and the mats on kill,
yeah,
if you get a kill early, it's pretty easy to push some early engagements. So that's what I'm gonna do here.
Yeah, one quick question. Why didn't you continue to go to the different buildings of blacktops, and why'd you go right towards res?
I'm thirsty for action, man. I want to fight. Unfortunately, I got myself into a little bit of a tough situation here. I saw one guy at the restaurant, another guy right here coming down from the hill, and then another guy right here as well. So,
yeah, it looks like this comes actually pretty close, but you do get the elim at the end, which is awesome. You also get some minis that you can heal yourself up with, so it's not a bad trade, right?
Yep. And not a bad trade. Definitely good for me. Gonna immediately turtle up there so I can pick up the loot, get the mats, grab the minis, and then I'll make an aggressive edit out play. Hit that guy, scare him a little bit.
A couple of 66s, and then all of a sudden you get a big pot. So you got a big old smile on your face, but now there's one more guy. How do you deal with the pressure in this situation?
Well, as you can see, I turtle up exactly like I did after the last kill. So I killed the guy, I turtle up so I can loot him, kind of reset my bearings. I killed the next guy, and I turtle up right here. And right now I'm basically just gonna hold all of these walls or wait until I have time to drink that big pot like I did right there. Because there's no really reason to rush an engagement if you have loot or have the ability to, kind of heal up for free. So I'm gonna take that opportunity.
And you do end up chasing him because he gets caught a little bit off guard. Ooh, nice. That was pretty good there. So 4 kills in the early game. Were you gonna say something? Sorry.
Yeah, right there. I ended up editing out because it looked like he was gonna try to claim my wall, but then as soon as he ran away, I saw that, so I have the ability to kind of edit out without danger of him shooting me right away. So now I'm just gonna push, clean up that kill, and then push other engagements here.
It does look like there's 2 people fighting each other here, so it's a nice third party. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I know there's more than one person here. Nice third party. So gonna try to immediately get on the high ground. That's what you want to do in a lot of third-party situations or fights where there's multiple people. And kind of go for kind of a psycho push here.
Yeah, just like 1v2, and then you get the advantage there. Because this guy was playing a little bit more passive. There was one guy that was a little bit more aggressive, and then yeah, he's running away.
Understandable when you're fighting someone and a third party comes in.
I do like the zoning grenade that you put there, though.
Yeah, force him out from that rock.
Right
Unfortunately, I'm not playing this very well. Like what I like to do is if somebody has high ground like that, I like to look for a low ground trade, and then turtle up and then build for height. So I'll try to peek that guy and get some damage on him. But he's playing pretty well. He wasn't peeking from predictable positions, and he tagged me a couple times. So I'm gonna go ahead and turtle up here. Make sure I have the max amount of shield that I can before I push back out.
Yeah. I think one of the big things is like how long should you turtle? And I think that you turtle for like the exact right moment. Just heal up and then go back in.
Yeah. It's like when you're turtling, it has a lot of advantages, but you don't necessarily have to just sit in a turtle. I think editing out to get aggressive is the right play in a lot of situations. Right here, it's really hard. I have to really be careful about the information I have and the decision I make because there's two guys here. There's one right above me, and there's another one kind of slightly in front of the blacktops, which I started building up, and I only have one shot in my pump shotgun, which is really dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not a fun scenario if you're in that, but
yeah,
that was sick.
Luckily, I hit that one right there. It was a nice one for the game. Get his shotgun, get his blue pump, get some more ammo, and then turtle back up because I don't know where the other guy is. I don't want him to drop on me or get a bunch of free damage before I have time to react.
Yeah, it was definitely like, I don't want to say like luck, but it was definitely a little bit that the guy didn't like build behind him. He just like left it there. But you got one more guy diving onto you, and you already have high ground, which is good.
Yeah, right there he had high ground, but I think he accidentally redeployed.
Oh, okay.
When he jumped down.
Oh, okay, nice.
So I'll grab the wall, get the edit on him there, kind of hold the angle. I'm not just gonna stand in the open and let him shoot me. I'm gonna try to take my shots, pull out my AR, take a few more shots, and just work that angle so I can shoot him without him really having the ability to trade back super well.
And the decision there was to leave your high ground post and then chase the guy. Was that just because you were confident?
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much that high ground gives you. It definitely gives you an advantage, but if you don't kind of use that advantage to push your enemy, it's not the greatest to just stay on high ground and try to like spam or spray from above.
Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to end engagements quickly, which definitely was a boon for me here because you can see that I'm just outrunning the storm.
Yeah.
If that fight would have been prolonged, then we might have both gotten caught in the storm, which was not good.
Yeah, and now you're running towards the circle here. So what is your rotational thought process?
Just get in the circle, man.
Well, like after you get into the circle, because you come face to face with Dusty. Which way do you want to go? Do you want to go towards Salty or towards the north end?
Well, for me personally,
yeah,
I am running towards any shots I hear or any people I see. So that's pretty much my rotation plan in this game. I see this poor soul trying to use the new cannons, test them out, see what they're like. I hate to see it, to be honest. I felt bad about that one. I didn't feel good about it, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly. It's just another kill, and then you get more shots towards the north end here, and you have to rotate up there anyways. So, are you thinking of going around? You just want to go straight for him.
No, I'm thinking the exact same thing you just said. I have to go that direction anyways. Whatever, I'll push this guy. So, not a big deal.
And you don't want to wait for the crate because you already kind of have some decent items too.
I also, it's important for me, I guess, to point out that in this game, this is like, I believe this is my first game on for the day. I warmed up for like maybe 10 minutes, my aim and my building. Yeah. Whatever, not too hard of shots, but definitely satisfying.
Yeah.
This is my first game, so my shotgun shot specifically. That's like the big one for me that it takes a little while to warm up is my shotgun shot. It's a little bit off this game. However, you can definitely tell from my positioning and my game sense that it's possible to really make up for let's say like a not warm shotgun shot, or it's possible to make up for aim that's not great with a good positioning, with game sense, with good like precise intentional building, right? So
I also want to talk about that because you were being very wishy-washy between the chug jug or your grenade launcher. Why'd you end up choosing the chug?
No real reason. I like grenade launchers are good if you're in kind of mid-range engagements or you're pushing a build battle or something like that. In this game, I'd rather have the chug jug. I usually don't find myself using the grenade launcher as much because I'm kind of a fan of just kind of building up and pushing and getting into the thick of it right away. And in those situations, grenade launcher isn't as good, right? It kind of loses its value when you get close range. So I'll pick up the chug jug just in case like somebody chunks me really bad and I have to heal afterwards, get some free heals off that.
And you also you kind of wait till the last minute every single time to start going towards the circle, right when the storm starts to collapse. That's when you start the rotation. Would you recommend that usually, or?
My rotations this game are really heavily dictated by the people I see and the kills I'm trying to push. If you're going for rotations, or if you're just trying to play for the end game, you're trying to play a little bit safer, then you can rotate a little bit earlier for sure. Definitely, it's good. I'll say this: it's good to get at least in the edge of the circle or near it by the time kind of the storm starts closing in or starts getting close, because if you like happen to run across some random dude or run into a random engagement, you won't be in too much trouble. Oof.
Aw,
that's tough for him.
That is very tough for him.
Yeah, I feel bad for that guy.
Did he just get a kill, or was he trying to chase?
I don't know what he was doing,
he was
being so aggro on top of that guy's box with less than 39 HP. That didn't really make any sense to me.
Yeah. And then you keep playing the high ground here, which is nice. You have full control of this fight type of thing.
Yeah, but he gets a little shot in me there, but like this is what I'm talking about, really precise building, just making sure you block off the angles that you know he's going to take, like that right there.
Yeah.
My shotgun shot is, again, off, so like I'm missing a bunch here, but you can still kind of find the opportunities through building, and for keeping high ground, force them to like take a different way up, or force them to build up and then jump on them, take the advantage of them being distracted, trying to build up or trying to take height.
Yeah, P90 was definitely your best friend there. It was a lot of damage. But yeah, now you're just looking around. Is there a...
I heard a guy on a drift board. That's why I'm looking around here.
Got it. So we'll see if this guy's around.
Yeah. He's trying to get on this launch pad over here, but it's blocked.
Oh, there you go. There he is, right in front of you. Let's see what he does, because he's just trying to chase
we'll just
up.
track him right there. Yeah.
He's just trying to chase up to you, and then just like, I can build. This is the thing.
Unfortunately for him, it's not that easy.
No.
But again, like really precise building. I'll take the shots I get while keeping high ground. Oof.
The drop on his head.
Yeah, and then when you get a chance to do that, just do it. If you can drop on their head and hit that shot, it's definitely a surprise for most players, and just it'll catch a lot of people off guard. So
yeah, because you ended
up doing that.
You ended up doing a decent amount of damage to the guy beforehand. So you knew
I think I hit him for 71.
Yeah, so you knew that if you dropped on his head, you would have definitely killed him if you hit the headshot. So it's just trusting yourself, right?
Yep, and like even if I don't hit that shot, like there's still other things you can do. Like you can still react quickly and kind of build up. not the end of the world, but definitely a good example of like a decent time to drop on an opponent. And the edit there, instead of just like dropping off the floor, I kind of edited through my floor, make it a little bit more unpredictable or unexpected on his part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you get to rotate once again into the circle. Are you thinking of going up or just straight into Pleasant?
I'm thinking about going up here. Just good generally, number one, so I can kind of have a view.
Mm-hmm.
The middle of the circle is like right over Pleasant, so I can have a view from the edge of the circle where everyone is. I can kind of scout it out a little bit. And two, if I decide to not go up there and there's already somebody up on that mountain, they have a really good angle on me, and I put myself in a bad position.
Yeah.
So this guy puts a trap down. Unfortunately, I'll just land on his wall and build up.
Yeah. My tower now. That's it. And then you just build on up.
Well, honestly, I was gonna go aggressive on him right there, but
Yeah.
then I saw the snipe right before I landed and decided against it.
And now the tables have turned because the guy wants to get in now.
Yeah.
But quick edits.
Ooh. And make sure you always block yourself off afterwards as quickly as possible. Don't let him get that trade.
Yeah. A little bit of a blind shot there with 44, so that was really good. And then constantly countering his traps.
Yeah, he tried to edit me down right there. It actually almost worked. And like he's weak right now. Obviously, I hit him for like 180 damage. He's super weak. Like right here is a good example because I know there's a sniper from that side, so I'm covering that angle. But if I'm trying to if I'm jumping around in the middle of the circle trying to fight this guy with 6 people left, I should be covering my other angles too because somebody just missed a snipe from my back right there.
Right. And that's why you ended up placing that little kind of railing so that nobody...
Well, actually, that floor, if you edit a floor into that one square, it's a trick. It lets you phase through walls.
Huh.
So I knew this guy was super, super weak.
Yeah.
Right? And so I edited the floor into that corner and then pickaxe and walk forward, and you'll phase through his wall.
Okay. Yes,
It's a dangerous play. It's like an emergency play. Like, you really need to finish up this kill. You really need to get to this guy's turtle, right? But it works. It can work. It can work. If they can like look at you and just pop you in the head as soon as you walk through, if they're expecting it. If they're not, it works almost every time.
Yeah. And now I can tell during kind of like the last, or right when the storm starts to move in and you're on the outside of the circle, you immediately want to start your rotation into the circle just to try and get like the heads up on people.
Yeah, I had the launch pad. I had 3 total, so really no sweat off my back to use one.
Oh yeah.
And I'll just kind of post up in the circle here. I don't want to be caught late rotating with other people taking shots at me. I want to be the person who's taking shots at them, right, from inside the circle. So it's kind of what we're doing here.
That was close.
Yeah, that was really close. That guy could have easily ended my game right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he hit the your ramp and like just missed you?
Yeah, he hit like the very, very top of my wall, which is like the ramp. Yeah.
Because your ramp ended up breaking, I think, there, right? So
it was really close. Yeah, it was really close right there.
A little scary, but you do want to go aggressive onto the 2 members that are in this area. Because you're just confident. Because
I'm pushing for kills.
Yeah.
And at the time I launch padded on here, it was inside the circle. If it was outside, I wouldn't have done it, but it was inside, so whatever. Just push for some kills.
And then you also have high ground and you want to go down. That's a whole 142. That's a lot, damn. There you go.
Yeah. So I see him there through the metal. I'm able to drop on him and get a really heavy shot before he has the time to place that wall. I think that's one of the advantages. Like if you're in a box like that, just turtle up and cover all your walls. If you're on the low ground, you know somebody's above you. Otherwise, that can happen pretty easily.
You didn't really know what to do there, but with three members remaining, the worst that can happen here is if you do go for somebody, someone just third parties you. But you know exactly where one guy is, and he's right in front of you. He doesn't really know what he's shooting at, honestly. But you also have a lot of mobility with your trampolines, so you want to play off your momentum, right?
On trampolines, yeah.
Or your
I've
jump pads.
I've I have a lot of mats here too, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy for me to kind of post up in the circle. Using metal specifically, just so it's harder for people to shoot me out. That was a dangerous peak. With one other person in the lobby and me not being aware of their position, that peak was really dangerous.
And there he is.
And yeah, I'm lucky that was an AR shot, because if that was a sniper shot again,
that was it.
Could have ended my game super quickly.
Yeah, it's just little decisions that can end the game, and oh man, even you try and go for that little peek and can't really get it, unfortunately.
He doesn't have a sniper, so I'm okay with peeking this guy now, but like it was really not smart of me to peek the first guy for so long, knowing there's a second person in this very small circle that I don't know the location of.
Yeah.
I got lucky a little bit though. So now we're gonna rotate in, and this guy is already rotated, is already in the circle. Which is kind of a tough push. You see, like I'm trying to run forward here, and he's just spraying at my walls. So instead of running forward, you just go up. So you can actually get forward progress and protect yourself, right?
Yeah, you always want to keep the high ground here and try and do the best decisions, but yeah, right now you still have to worry about the two guys, so you just want to try and use a mini really quickly. So now you're just looking for your 1 second opportunity and keeping this high ground. This is a really good strat too. It's pretty old still, but it is very effective. It's just the pyramid of the floor, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard for somebody to find the time to shoot both out. And oh my god,
one guy's in the storm, one guy died, and then you ended up killing the other guy.
Yeah, that was for sure a sloppy ending. Like, I could have stayed up on high ground instead of dropping down on that guy. I could have hit a better shotgun shot on that guy and done more damage. I could have built after the shotgun shot and not let him trade back. But it ends up working out in my favor. Finish up a 15 kill game here. Not the best performance, I guess, I would say, but and not the best aim throughout the game, but we're able to finish it up.
Yeah, it's still all good. You get the dub, 15 kills. So thank you for joining me tonight. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay review video. Thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for watching this video. For those who are new to the channel, if you've enjoyed this video, check out some of the others on the right side of the screen. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notifications for whenever a new guide shows up. We have grown tremendously in the last few months and couldn't have done it without all of our supporters. Thank you again so much, and doubly so if you shared it with anyone else, like your friends, family, or your pets. You guys are great, and we hope to keep making videos that you all like. From over here at Fortnite Master, my name is The Saved One, and we're out. Peace.